We're live.
Hello,
kind
and
of.
welcome back. Kind of?
Well, I mean, you know what I mean. We're not actually alive.
Okay.
We're
Had me
recording.
worried there for a moment.
He does that every time.
For those of you playing at home, that little bit of dead air was just me looking in a direction pointedly away from the camera. Hello, and welcome back to Odyssey of the Dragonlords, our D&D 5th edition campaign inspired by Greek mythology. I am Andrew, your game master, and I'm joined by John.
I'm John, and I'm playing Pericles Ziphius, the demigod Oath of Glory paladin.
And William.
I am William, and I'm playing Atrika Epiones, the Medusa Order of the Mutant Bloodhound.
And Craig.
Hi there. I'm going to be playing Kedros Drosshelver, the Thylian Minotaur, Cleric of the Forge.
And Cody.
Cody, I'm playing Erebin Nilo, the half-Thylian Siren, Scout Rogue.
And when we last left our heroes, they had just left their halfling charge and the formerly poisoned druid Hercus in charge of a handful of teenagers, and are delving further into Demetria's domain in search of more, and hopefully Demetria herself. The hallway up the stairs is lit by torches embedded in the walls, and you can see that at the far end, just before the third door, the hallway seems to turn right. There are two other doors along the way, however.
I look down the hallway, look back at the others. Alright, so I'm seeing 3 doors and a hallway. Should we kick the doors open as we go, or try to go to the other and then kick them on the way back?
Let us remember our past encounters with seemingly inanimate objects. I would suggest more caution than simply kicking the first things you come to.
Yes, have a bit of a breather while I step forward. And I'm gonna go step forward and look for traps or see if I can hear anything on the other when I get near the doors.
Erevan, that's how the other door attacked you.
I'm not going
And
to
you
touch
can-
it this time.
You can roll me investigation or perception, your choice.
Let's see. That's going to be perception. I see and hear all with a 1. So 7.
Well, you see all 0 traps.
All right.
And beyond the door, you can smell something that you think might be incense. It's not commonly used in the Old Woods, but you've had enough experiences with civilization to know what it's like.
Okay. Just this first door, smell
Yep.
incense behind it? Okay. And then sneak up to this door.
Try again.
All right.
I'm going to take a listen at this door while Erevan's going on, because I'm curious and he didn't
11.
say anything.
Yeah, he just kind of sniffed and then went, and then went forward.
I'm just taking a listen at this door.
Okay. Well,
Erevan.
so Erevan, you can hear beyond the store what sounds like snoring.
Okay.
It's surprisingly loud. Pericles, with an 11, you can also smell the incense, but it doesn't quite disguise the smell of goat.
He's Pericles gets like a oh, I wish I hadn't smelled that look on his face.
I probably will too. I'm going to try to get a big old snoot full of anything that's going on around here.
Does
Oh,
this
right.
door...
You have to come up into the hallway, Kedros.
I got a 25.
No, he doesn't. He's a Minotaur. He can smell things
Yeah.
a mile off.
True. 6
Quick,
miles off.
nobody fart.
Well, with a
think we made this joke
25,
last game.
That is the worst part of being a Minotaur.
You smell
Always
every
somewhere
fart.
within 6 miles, someone is passing gas.
Oh,
with a,
asshole!
with a 25, Kedros, you can definitely smell the incense. That's very strong. The goat smell beyond the same door is rather subtle, but you are easily able to pick that out. And there is another distinct scent coming from beyond the doorway on the far side. It smells very much like a kitchen.
On the doorway at the end of the hall.
Yes,
Okay.
smells like a kitchen roasting meat. Again, faint smell of goat.
Can I tell what sort of meat it is?
You can roll me nature with disadvantage. Oh wait, no, straight nature roll. Sorry.
Question: does this door have a lock on it, or a key port? Okay.
A
Just
total of
big
5.
ol' handful. Well, a total of 5. It definitely smells like meat. You're not sure
Okay.
what.
There is a kitchen beyond the door at the end of the hall.
There is a goat beyond this door.
Some sort of meat is being prepared.
Sneak back and whisper. There's someone snoring behind that door.
And there is a goat behind
Is
this door.
that the goat door?
No, this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
the second door.
Okay.
So, goat
As a
snoring hallway.
Trika with her bow still drawn and poison still dripping from the bowstring, just looks over at Kyra standing behind her and just offers the shrug and just men.
Kyra gives you a knowing wink.
Men what? Are preparing to fight everything in this fucking place?
Walking up to doors and smelling goats.
When there are goats inside, you smell the goat.
Kyra taps her quill to her lips, thinks about writing something. Decides against it this time.
I swear, if we get named the Goat Smellers.
I'm just waiting for someone to give me permission to kick this door open.
You repair an axe broken into 1,000 pieces, but do they call you Kedros the axe fixer? No. But you smell one goat.
Well, that's cursed. Ooh,
See if I can.
that gives me a real dumb idea.
no, the version of that's funnier is
know how
like, it's like
you know how curses have power in this setting?
Yeah, they do, yes.
Oh boy.
The one that's
Writes
funnier
down
is
curse of the goat smeller.
the one that's funnier is like you donate thousands of dollars to charity, but you fuck one
Yep.
goat.
Yeah.
Anyways, can I hear anything or see anything behind this door?
Sure, roll me another perception
Okay.
for the door at the door around the corner.
24.
Okay.
See if I can peek underneath or any crack on the sides or.
Well, you can't see You can't see much of anything from just looking under the door.
Yep.
You are met with a stretch of floor and a wall.
Trika will take a position in this corner in case something comes from either of these ways.
Yeah,
But there are some things that you can smell, Erevan.
Okay.
Specifically,
Oh, we're so spread out right now.
Specifically, there is a strong smell of wine. Definitely the smell of recently cooked food, but also strangely sweat.
I'm an archer. What's your excuse?
Let's see.
My excuse is we really want to leave the first door open behind us so that they can flank us?
I think I know what's going on in there.
I mean, do you really want to make all the noise in the first door and have them flank us from the other direction?
If they're coming from the direction we're facing, they're not flanking us.
No.
If you're in the first door and they come from around the corner, they are definitely flanking you.
If we are in the first door, we could fall back to the hallway. Pericles and I could stand abreast. The rest of you fall back to behind us. We hold them there, no matter their numbers.
Whereas if we are in the crux of the hallway where the two of you are standing now, they come at us from 3 sides.
We are not opening any doors yet, merely getting the lay of the land.
Yes.
Step back over to here, and there's couldn't hear much, or see much, but I could smell food, wine, and sweat through the other door. That's some stank out of character. If I can smell the sweat through the door.
Oh yeah.
They've been working very hard.
Yeah, that's what the wisdom check was for, was to see if he could figure
out
have I heard of
sweat specifically.
Yeah, food, wine, and sweat. Wonder what was going on.
They got the meat sweats.
Yeah.
You ever eat a lot of meat and just start sweating for no reason?
No.
I have.
Back at the temples, we would call those Tuesdays.
All of you are so strange, and I am the Medusa.
Patrika, you center us.
I am the Medusa!
Shh, don't yell in the hallway.
Well, shit.
Patrika,
okay.
high or low?
Low.
Low it is.
Ah! I win.
For now.
So I guess we just pick a door now.
What you are is less important than who you are. And who you are is the calm in the middle of our storm sometimes.
And all of that is less important than where you are, which should be behind us over here, so we can go through these doors one at a time.
Kedros.
Yes.
Standing closer to the door, to this particular door.
Yes.
The smells coming from this kitchen are considerably much more overpowering now.
It's the paprika.
You might wish to try again to figure out what they might be cooking here.
Sure. Is that another nature check?
Yes.
With that
Right,
-1 modifier.
Yeah, but I am guiding myself. Well, shit.
You didn't roll your d4.
No, let me roll a d4. Is that going to make a difference, Andrew?
Possibly.
All right.
No.
No.
Well, you don't know what it is, but you do know many things that it is not. It doesn't smell like any meat you've ever eaten.
Point of order, I have been assuming that they do, but do Minotaurs eat meat?
Yeah.
I mean, are they herbivores or are they omnivores?
Omnivore. Gotta get protein somewhere.
What do you think the Minotaur in the labyrinth was eating? It certainly was not grass.
We're not that kind of Minotaur. We have people faces.
I mean, you can get your proteins from non-meat sources. I mean,
how do you think?
I spent an amount of time around Austin, who is quite familiar with this.
Yes,
but
yeah, of course.
And
it would just be less.
This is Greek mythology. You are that kind of Minotaur.
Yeah, fair. Well, that's why I just wanted to double check. How do I turn on guidance in D&D Beyond? By the way,
I have no idea. I don't know if you can.
Don't know.
All right, fair. I'll just keep using the Roll20 sheet because I got it turned on there. So anyway, so what? It's nothing I've ever eaten.
Yes.
The meat. I have misgivings regarding what is cooking in the kitchen. It could also be goose.
I've never eaten goose.
Exactly.
Geese are terrifying. They fear nothing, not even dragons.
You say that like you've had some sort of encounter with them?
They are
Kyra muses.
They are fierce attackers. Not strong, but brave.
This is why I am an archer. It does not matter how brave my opponent is if my arrow pierces their eye.
You pierce one, 50,000 descend from the sky.
Kedros is walking towards the door of the kitchen. We should see what is cooking.
So, how about your plan to open one door at a time?
We should see what is cooking.
This is one door.
If there is no exit to that room, that corner is still not great for defense, but Kedros, could we do this one at a time? Do we have to go for the
If we
literally
open
the
goat
worst door?
we will be swarmed with small goats.
Maybe it will be one large goat.
That would be a nice
It will be
thing.
a dead goat.
I try to quietly open this kitchen door.
Cool. Roll me sleight of hand.
Oh, not stealth.
Aravan's got my back.
All right.
Aravan.
Well, mostly you two were arguing, and it was it was there.
I'm bored. Let's do it. Can I reach out?
Hang on
19.
a second. Hang on a second. When I do that, everyone yells at me.
But when I
Everybody
do it,
gets
nobody
one.
notices.
Everybody gets
Yeah.
one.
The thing about Pericles is that he has a key in the shape of his boot. But a 19 is
He is
enough to
Captain Noisy, isn't he?
Yes. Thank you for picking up on that reference. But a 19 is easily enough to open the store without any without making any noise, especially since the kitchen beyond is incredibly noisy and full of smells. But the cooks here are 2 goatlings. They have the chef's hats and everything.
What's in the box? By which I mean, what are they cooking?
People.
You can roll me investigation
It's
to
people. It's
get a good
people.
look.
It's going to be people. We knew this going in.
I have one skill, and that is sneaking into shit, not determining what the shit that I just snuck into was.
Guide myself. Oh,
20 minus 1.
With a 23, yeah, it doesn't take you long to figure it out, especially since part of it is actually hanging from a rack. It is, in fact, people. Specifically, the slaughtered carcasses of 4 teenage boys.
Confused look at Kedros, like, what is it?
Kedros steps forward the 10 feet and kills this goat.
Sure, they were not focused on you at all, so you can attack with advantage.
I guess I'll
And I'm
take
sure-
my cue.
And I'm sure that means if you hit him, he dies. 25 hits. Splat.
Okay.
Aravan, you can also attack with advantage. 24 hits.
24.
You
Yep,
probably don't
sneak
even need to
attack.
roll damage.
9. Oh,
Splat.
bad sneak attack. So having not noticed the I'm assuming whatever's hanging off the side yet, he's gonna step in and be like, so what is
Kedros sort of turns towards you, and his he is breathing very, very hard, and then will point to the hanging carcasses.
Parts of them are missing, like they've already been moved out for shopping and cooking. But there you can quite clearly see that there are limbs that haven't been attended to yet.
I will turn to them and I will start taking them. How are they on meat hooks?
Yep.
I will start taking them down and
It's a good thing
arrange.
you're not level 5 yet, because this is a whole lot of red you're looking at.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. There's a fair bit of blood here as well.
I'm gonna try to arrange them with as much dignity as I can, and he's not saying anything. He's just taking down the bodies.
Can I sort of see what's going on, what has gone on in that room from where I'm at in the hallway?
Well, at Pericles, you can quite clearly hear the clatter of knives and similar dishes as Kedros clears a table.
I open this door and prepare to kill whatever's inside it.
Cool.
Hostages.
Dead!
Well, I did have the spell prepared, so...
Let me just pull up a description of what you find in here.
I said what I meant, but I meant what I said.
As soon as the door opens, fireball.
I didn't ask who was in the room.
That's what I have a binder of those spell cards now, and that's what I have on the cover. I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball.
Exactly.
So, beyond this door, it is a round stone chamber that has been made warm and comfortable. There are plenty of feathered pillows and animal skins
There's
here.
a lot more in this room than there were in the kitchen.
But
Congratulations, Pericles, you did it again.
specifically, you can see that there are two adult-sized creatures here and 4 small goatling children. The elders resemble what could be a beautiful female satyr, but they are both unkempt, and you can see that their eyes are solid black. And do they? Sorry, let me
I
double check
go,
the stat block.
oh, excuse me, and close the door. And look down the hallway as I hold the door closed. Kedros, get down here!
I am seeing to the last rites.
There are others that need their last rites much more quickly in this room.
There, if Araman is still close by, you hear that sharp outtake snort of breath, and Kedros puts down whichever of the bodies he is laying out and turns and starts to move down the hallway.
Don't you have the dragon thing that you do?
Yes.
Why not do that while they're still in the group?
I don't have the breath anymore.
Hmm.
I have the other dragon thing that I do. I'm just holding the door closed. I don't know if they're going to attack me through it or not, but...
Were they asleep
Aravan.
or awake?
They weren't looking at the door.
I did.
At least not until Pericles kicked it open.
I didn't kick it open. I just opened it.
Oh, sorry, I thought you kicked it open.
No, I specifically said I opened the
mean-
door.
Fair mistake.
It's a fair assumption to make.
It was a reasonable guess.
If I kick open a door, I will say I kick open a door. And typically there will be a one-liner following it.
Spiritual weapon doesn't have to be in visual range, right? It's just 60.
Let me pull up my spell
I'm
viewer.
looking at the spell description. It doesn't say it has to be somewhere you can see. I'm wondering if we could just hold the door closed and pinball them.
You create a floating spectral weapon within range. So I would say it manifests at a point you can see within range.
Could I manifest it and close the door again, though? 'Cause that would be fun.
Probably.
You just hold the door closed from inside. Ding, 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 ding.
I mean, come down here, let's find out.
So are you regrouping at this door then?
I think so. Stop at this door, I think, and listen to hear if somebody's woken up. Is there still snoring in there?
You can roll me perception.
I did yell down the hallway. Probably not.
Yeah. Seven.
The snoring seems to have stopped.
I'm gonna stand outside that door, brace with my shield and my spear.
Kedros, there are 6 individuals in this room.
If they try to open the door, let me know, he says quietly.
Is there anything
You
happening
are
with this?
also excellent at making plans and sticking to them.
They went into the kitchen first. Not my fault.
Kedros turns and looks at Atrika, and he his face is just fundamentally harder and more pissed off than you've seen him, other than maybe once or twice before. And he said, "You have not seen what they have done. They are eating children."
I am not surprised at all. But
At
does
that-
that mean you
at that
abandon
point-
all good sense?
At that point, Pericles kicks open the door.
Apparently it does.
All right. I'm gonna need you to roll me initiative as these two man-ads draw daggers.
Apparently it does. Fink, arrow down.
That's
My
all.
rolls tonight are super bad.
That's all Pericles needed to hear.
Hey, same.
3.
Surprise! Wait, what?
Okay, that's all of us. And sort. All right. Atrika, you have the first turn.
Yeah, so like literally, it's like apparently it does. She says as Pericles kicks the door open and just like still looking at Kedros, just the left arm sort of rises up to the side and just fires off without looking, with just the snake hair keeping the eye out.
Yeah.
That's
Go
cool
ahead.
as hell.
Hits Pericles in the
Make an
back.
attack roll.
Yeah, right.
Would I qualify as having surprised them or?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. They kind
Per-
of, I was hoping.
Pericles kind of got rid of any element of surprise you might have had.
First time you open the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
I already used my blood curse, so
What are you aiming at?
the Maenad.
Okay, fair.
9 probably misses though.
It does.
I have a +7. Why do I roll like shit in this game only?
Somebody has to fill Jeremy's role.
That's me. I roll.
Actually,
I'm
you
the
know
one that
what?
rolls like shit in this game.
Damn it, fuckers! Why do you have to be so goddamn far away?
Man, I do have an
Oh, whoops,
inspiration. Can I use an
Oh.
inspiration to reroll my initiative?
You know what? Yeah, I have a D12 inspiration. I'm gonna use it right now.
Or to add to my initiative?
I mean, sure.
It's a D12, right?
Did 17 hit?
Yes.
Here, hang on. I would like to not be that slow.
For 12 damage.
So that's total of.
I moved up 1 slot.
Congratulations.
As Atrika just like no scopes this thing over Pericles' shoulder.
Let's see. Well, the 2 man-ads go now, and wait, what? Oh, all right. I guess that didn't copy over like I hoped it would, which is fine. So the man-ad that Atrika shot is going to charge straight for Pericles because he's in the way. And Yeah, she will make 2 reckless attacks against you. 13 misses, I imagine,
Yep, shield gets in the way.
and 24
Hits.
for 5 piercing.
It begins.
The second Manad, it's gonna move to there. Oh wait, Pericles is the only one that. Oh, that's fine.
I'll
And
just go on Pericles because he's in the way.
That's my job.
she will begin to perform some sort of. It's a very strange dance in place that seems strangely compulsive. Can I get Pericles and Kedros? You can. Oh wait, Kedros probably doesn't have a clear line here. Nah, there's a wall in the way. So
Jesus Christ.
whoa.
And you need one from me as well.
No, there's a wall in the way. Okay. You can't see her.
Although all of the other Maenads and the Goatlings also have to make that save.
Like I said,
Yes, they do.
I am the only. I am the one that rolls like shit in this game.
The other Manad fails as well. And the 4 Goatlings, I can roll these in pairs because they don't have advantage on these or anything. Oh wait. Oh no, it's not a magical effect. 1 fail, 1 pass. 3 fails, 1 pass.
The infectious allure of the hokey pokey.
Blue ones are fine, red ones are affected.
You know, paladins are supposed to not be affected by this kind of thing.
Yeah, well, you're only level 3 at least for now. But that is all they can do for now. So the Goatlings, the 3 of them need to make some rolls.
Well, a D10 to determine your behavior.
A 7. Oop, no, need to check the Manad. Okay, 7 attacks nearest enemy. That's Pericles.
I mean, that was what they were going to do anyway.
Oh wait, no, these ones can't. They are. Actually, yeah.
They can't move. They just attack, and they can't move to attack.
No, they can move. They just can't take reactions. These ones, however, are much smaller than the Goatlings you've seen previously. They do have small knives, but they are just watching, at least for now. They're making no moves to attack.
Are they?
Check this.
Kedros can't see them, but just asking in character, are they obviously children?
Yes.
Okay.
A 4 for the second one. Attacks its nearest ally. Someone pick me high or low.
Hi.
Hi.
High, I guess.
Low. All right. Yeah, they don't do that because they're children and they're very scared about actually getting into a fight.
I get the feeling I won't have the option to just not do the thing it tells me to do.
And affected Goatling.
I mean, you already have a
9
nearest enemy if you do get that.
Can
Well,
move and act normally, which is fine.
It depends. If Pericles rolls like act with caution and forethought, he'll be like, "No, what? What the fuck?"
You're the one that told me they were
Goatling
eating
breaks out
kids.
of the
It's your
dance.
fault.
Might as well get rid of that.
Oh,
don't need that.
sure.
But yeah, that's all they can do. So
Also,
Pericles, I need you to
you
roll me a
don't-
d10.
You don't get to talk to me about acting with caution and foresight, Mr. I walk into the kitchen and murder the Goatlings without telling anyone what's going on.
But you stab one goat chef.
Pericles, I need you to roll me a d10.
8.
You attack your nearest enemy.
Good, that's what I was going to do anyways. Can I do anything else other than that, or is that just what I do?
You can basically you use your action to attack. And you can repeat the save at the end of your turn, but you can move normally.
Can I use my bonus action?
Sure.
Okay. I use my bonus action to cast Divine Favor.
Oh, and the mana that attacked you is your closest enemy. You have advantage on attacks against her because she attacked recklessly.
Good. Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
As I roll as I continue my trend of not rolling nothing above a 10.
Father, then bless these moves. Wham!
So yeah, the Pithos hammer.
Sorry, what? I'll have to get back to you.
Pithos hammer, crackles with electricity as it sort of flows down from his back to his hand and hammer, and just.
I once knew a guy. You look like him.
So that's 8 bludgeoning, 4 radiant.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you can make another charisma save to clear the effect of the wild dance.
19. There
Oh,
we
fine.
go.
Clear. Aravan.
I can't see what's going on in there, so I will move, I guess. Let's see, what's my speed? 25. Scooch to this side of him. Kedros, can I see this?
Yeah, I'd say
think
that's a
so.
clear line. Let me just double check. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I already have one of my short swords out, so I'm just gonna pull a dagger off my belt and throw it at her.
Cool.
Were there the beings that we found out in the sort of the main chamber? They were satyrs and dryads, not
Oops.
manids, right?
Should not have
Yes.
advantage. So a 10.
Unfortunately, misses.
So a dagger comes flying into the room behind you, Pericles.
Does
Ding, ding, ding,
it
ding,
hit
ding.
me?
No.
No, it just flies past you, behind you.
Ting, 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 ting.
Anything else you'd like to do, Aravan?
No. I'm gonna hang here by Kedros for now.
Speaking of Kedros.
There have been no sounds or sign of movement from the door that I'm guarding.
Correct.
All right. Can I have line of sight to this man, Ed, right?
I think we ruled that no, because
Okay.
you didn't have to make a charisma save against the
It would be
dice.
in my
Yeah,
space.
no,
I will.
there's a wall.
Yeah, I will step to here then. Can I
Yeah,
see
there is
around
fine.
the corner from there?
Yeah, you can see around the corner.
I would like to make, I guess either a religion check, an insight check, or an arcana check to see if are these things being controlled.
Arcana seems most appropriate.
Oh boy. Okay. Can I do? Will that take my action?
I would say that would take a bonus action this time.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Then I will. Ignore the +1. I didn't mean to still have guidance on, but 19.
19. It's pretty clear to you, just like from a glance, that these creatures are acting under their own power.
Okay. All right. Then with conscience clear, I will. Let's see. I probably realistically can't push past Pericles into the room, right?
I mean, I think Pericles would be the one to answer that question.
Yeah, I can let you pass. I'm not under the effect of the thing anymore. I can let you pass of my own volition.
You know what? I'm still a little nervous about that other door. I'm just gonna Sacred Flame him from here.
Which one?
I think the only one I can see, this Maynard.
Oh, I mean, you can look around the corner.
Okay. All right, then yeah, if I can get this one that's already been injured.
Yep, that's fine.
It would have been highly amusing to see Kedros try and work his way past a fervently dancing Pericles.
Yeah. Not dancing anymore.
Okay. Okay, just 3. I forgot how shitty that spell is. 3 points of damage. Radiant if it makes it.
Fails, which surprises me. Takes 3. I think that's everything. So,
that would
Adrika,
be-
you're on. Unless Kedros has anything else.
No, that would be my turn.
All right.
Atrika just kind of... Here we go again. And just pull the bow back again and fire over Pericles' shoulder into the Maenad.
You have advantage on this attack.
Oh yeah, reckless. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being reckless, Maenad. 26
Absolutely hits.
for
11.
11 damage.
Ow. All right. Well, that's anything else from you?
I've used my 1 blood curse already. I don't think I have anything else I can do.
Fair enough.
At low level,
Uh, The 2 Maenads. I need to check to recharge. Nope. And I need to check for dancing. Ooh, natural 1.
Check for
Cricket.
dancing.
The Maenad next to Pericles, affected by her compatriot, dances in place and takes 1d12 psychic damage.
Oof.
She
I told you we
dies.
probably could have just...
Holy shit.
Danced herself.
you're dead.
Danced
Everybody
already
herself
back
dead.
up. They have the Tarantella.
I was like hit, arrow, dance, collapses. I don't think we did that.
Meanwhile, the other one,
Dance, dissolution.
will make straight for Pericles and go in with
Why
the
did you make
dagger
me
again.
do that?
Yeah, she's not. This particular brand of creature doesn't tend to think straight at the best of times. So, reckless attacks. Natural 20
Of course.
for 10. And swing 2, 17.
Misses.
Okay.
Ow.
The 2 goatling children up top continue to do their best to burrow into the animal furs that provide some degree of... I mean, they don't exactly provide some degree of protection, but it keeps them more or less out of sight. Meanwhile, the other 2 that are affected by the dance... A 9 means they can do things as normal. And an 8 attacks nearest enemy, but these, while they are armed, they are not non-combatants at this time. So they do nothing. Oh, and they need charisma saves to... They both pass. Good, we can ignore them now. Pericles, you're on.
So while this man is like stabbing me in the side and hitting my shield, I look back over my shoulder. Everyone, I am slightly conflicted. I don't mind killing this one, but the others in the room look like child versions of the goatlings we've been fighting, and I understand they've been eating other children, but I am still conflicted with ending their lives as I swing the hammer at the other Maenad.
No. Kill the adults, we will lock the others in.
Do you hate them? Are they animals? Do you kill them like animals?
I do not hate them, I pity them. I need to roll. I need to roll to see if I keep my divine.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Divine Favor is a
My divine
concentration spell.
favor.
And you fail.
And I lost it. All right, great. Well, it's good to spin that spell slot.
Hashtag just paladin things.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to Training Up School. And you fail.
So go ahead and make that attack with advantage.
Yes, with advantage. Does the 13 hit?
No. You
Of course.
found the magic number.
AC 14. That's my turn.
Aravan.
Let's see. How tall is? Let's see. How many daggers do I have? I have 2.
How tall is Pericles?
No, I was gonna say how tall is this doorway because I was thinking about flying over top of you guys, but
I might have an answer for
I'm
that.
just okay.
Yes, we're in the worked stone section, so the ceilings are 10 foot high.
Okay.
Which means you've got 4 feet of clearance.
I mean, does the door go all the way to the ceiling? All
Oh.
doors
Yeah.
do that.
Also fair.
I would say no.
Yeah.
You've got less clearance then.
I don't know. That sounds like a really obscure way to insult somebody's intelligence. Like, I don't know if that door goes all the way to the ceiling, if you know what I mean. Like, no, I don't know what
most doors don't go all the
I'm
way
gonna
to the
use
ceiling.
that now.
But my door only but my doors are only a foot lower than the ceiling, so
Yeah, same.
Let's
At least for now.
see.
are your doors malleable? Does that change?
No, I'm going to move house in a couple months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just going to throw another dagger through at
Go
this.
ahead. You have advantage.
All right. Of course, now I got advantage. Wham. 21
Hits.
for 12 points. Oh, 12 points of damage. 12 points with a dagger. Aw.
There is now a man-ed with a dagger sticking out of her.
That was main action. Bonus action, I will. I mean, if Pericles said that we can slip past him, then yeah, I'll run over this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here.
Alrighty.
And just hold my short sword and kind of like a reverse grip towards the main ed.
Alright. Kedros.
And that's me.
Are you are trying to get her to surrender or just readying an action for next time?
Yeah,
He's
I'm
already
not.
done this action.
Yeah,
I could have,
no,
yeah, I could have offhand
I don't mean
attacked, but I didn't.
I don't mean readying an action mechanically. I just mean like, are you
Is that your
winding up to
intention
attack
next time?
again?
Yeah, I'm. I haven't
Pericles
decided
is.
yet if she. Yeah, yeah, Pericles is probably going to attack again, but I. Yeah.
All right. I will step to here if Pericles will let me by.
Yep.
And as I pass by Pericles, I am going to cast Healing Word. I'm gonna do it at level 2. 9 points of damage back.
Nice.
And that's my bonus action, and then I will just stab with my spear as I come up.
Go for it.
Still advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
24 hits.
8 points of damage.
Ow. Alright. Top of the round, Atrika.
Atrika will step over here where Aravan was a second ago and just draw the bowstring back. Just like, I don't understand why the second person with a bow always flies directly into the center of the fight. Is this a man thing as well? Do you just have to pile on this one woman?
I wouldn't call that a woman.
Fair, but still.
Why does all of your judgments have to do with the fact that we are men, Atrika? This seems weirdly
You
misandrous.
have not done much. You have not done much to dissuade me from this fact.
There are many other reasons for why we might do the things we do, aside from being men.
Talk later. Kill now.
As my arrow hits it for 11 damage.
The Manad takes 11 and is very upset about it. But the madness in her eyes shows no sign of relenting. As I need to check to see if she has the dance back. She does, but she's not thinking straight. I mean, more so than normal. Because there are 3 of you up in her face now. She is going to try to attack. First, Kedros. Natural 1. That's exciting.
I'll take that dagger, please.
Kedros, high or low?
Good low.
Natural 1. How do you want to take the dagger?
I think she makes the attack, and Kedros just goes, "You should not have this while dancing," and plucks it out with his shield hand.
Just grab the wrist, the dagger falls out of it, you let go and catch it. So she looks momentarily confused and then just tries to punch you.
Okay.
I mean, technically, she still has one dagger.
I was gonna say the dagger in her.
She's not thinking about that one.
Yep, that's fair. That probably hurts.
So Kedros,
2 plus her strength modifier.
you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as she punches you with one hand. Oh, the duality of man. Natural 1, then straight into nat 20.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
But that's all she can do. The goatlings, the 2 that are still out in the open, promptly bury themselves under animal furs. Pericles.
All I'm saying is that every time you shoot someone from behind me, none of us make casual snide comments about, "Oh, she must be doing that because she's a woman," as I swing with a hammer.
Also, it's been 2 things that I've made this statement about.
This
and
is
both
not
of
the
them
first-
very
Yes,
recently.
already.
13 bludgeoning.
19 hits.
This is not... You've said 2 things in the past few minutes, but this is not the first time you've mentioned these.
Actually, I believe
13
it is.
bludgeoning.
Yeah, that Minad takes a hammer to the side of her head and is very upset about it. Anything else you'd like to do? Other than continue to debate with Atrika?
No, I think that's it. I think that's
Nope.
good.
I do like
Actually-
this mid-battle banter.
Hang on a second. I'll use a bonus action to try to shove her back 5 feet.
Cool.
With my shield.
Oh, is that the shield mastery?
Yeah, it's a shield mastery ability. I don't know if that means anything, considering my shield is bladed, but...
You'd be using the center mass of the shield to shove rather than
That's
the
what I
edge to
thought.
cut.
Yeah, I'm just gonna open up some space so that Aravan can throw another dagger without it being a disadvantage.
I think
I'm out of
Aravan
daggers.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Aravan's out of daggers.
No, there's one. There's
So-
one on the floor next to your feet from where you missed the first time you threw.
That
That's
one's over
probably
here.
over somewhere here, yeah.
Don't worry, I have a short sword.
So a 19 to shove
Uh,
her back 5 feet.
She will oppose that with strength.
Can
And
can
pass.
Wow.
can Erevan just take one of Kedros's daggers? Like Kedros is like
Probably
checking
could.
his bag.
So,
Just grab
Hey,
it.
Kidros, a dagger did just come into your possession.
so like she's like latched onto my shield and won't let go. Is what's going
Oh
on
my
here.
God.
It's like
That's actually 100% what happened. It's like Kedros grabs it and is like, "That's for
Here.
you," and just
Yeah.
hands it to Erevan.
Here, hold this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
that
I know where
works.
this goes.
So,
I know where
Aravan,
this goes.
You should
you've just,
just play a
you've
game
just
of
been
hot
given another
potato with
dagger.
You're just playing a hot potato with a dagger, so like try and stab you. No, I'll take that. Here you go. Oh, I know where this goes. Right back into the person who had it first.
Yeah.
Here, this
so,
belongs to you, ma'am.
Just quick sidle over here.
We don't have
And I know-
flanking in this game.
I know.
We don't have
I know.
flanking.
I know.
But
Thematic.
there is also a dagger that you need to pick up. So
Yeah. She attacked recklessly last, correct?
she did not.
No, she didn't.
Okay.
There was no reckless attack.
But you do
All
have
right.
allies in melee, so you still get sneak
Yeah.
attack.
Let's see. So yeah, dagger. 15.
Hits.
All right. And let's see.
Why the wisdom roll?
Whether or not he makes this non-lethal damage. Because if they're children, he's assuming one of them. He doesn't know how goatlings and maenads. I don't think he does. Probably
No,
not.
you probably
That'd be a-
don't.
Well, I mean, you are from
Yeah.
this forest, aren't you?
Different.
Yeah,
part of
from the wild. Yeah, different part of the old woods. Not so many. I guess that's up to you.
Your-
What he knows.
Your particular stretch of the old woods, like most of the forest, is doubtless home to at least a small contingent of fae, dryads, satyrs, etc. So you would probably remember that maenads are typically reviled by the other fae due to the influence of Lutheria.
Okay, that's all I need to know then. Never mind. Ignore that. Wisdom save. 6. Damn.
And
Double
she dies.
ones for sneak attack. Yeah, I know where this goes. Back of skull.
Okay, now pick up your
And-
daggers.
and-
Tools belong with the proper craftsman.
And at this point, combat is essentially over.
No, you see, typically I find one thing that I'm going to source all of my
Oh wait, I need to.
my sly insults on you based on, and I tend to rotate out the thing that I'm going to use to base my jibes at you. I just happened to pick this one today because, well, you made it easy.
This is definitely not
Right.
the first time you have made fun of
Pick
me
up
for
my
being a
daggers
man
and
freak.
add to my collection.
Yep.
Let's leave. Again, I feel uncomfortable ending even though they are goatlings and they are going to grow up to kill people later on. I still feel uncomfortable ending them now.
I would agree with this. Are they all still hiding?
Yes.
Mayhaps the satyrs can deal with them in a more good way.
Kedros just sort of turns and bellows at them all. I mean, we've lost any semblance of quiet at this point anyway. So he just turns and bellows at the children. It is just a full-on bull roar.
Are you trying to make them flee?
I'm trying to make them hide and stay under the covers, and then my plan is to lock.
You can roll me intimidation if you like, with advantage.
Okay, that's always weird to me that that's charisma based.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
because
you can.
somebody
There is
like,
a way to change it to strength.
yeah, you can change the strength, but like, imagine if Napoleon Dynamite tried to intimidate you by yelling at you.
With
I
a
mean,
10.
again, that's why I'm saying it's weird that it uses charisma and not strength.
With a total of 10, there is some. You can clearly see in the light from the lantern hanging from the ceiling that some of the furs start to tremble.
Does anyone else need anything from this den, this pit?
No.
I mean, significantly more physically adept, but not any more charismatic. Imagine if George of the Jungle tried to intimidate you by just yelling.
There you go. Well, yeah, I think intimidation doesn't rely on strength because you don't have to be strong to be intimidating.
Are we?
Like-
I mean,
Like if you think of an old Cuban grandmother, she's not very strong, but she can be very intimidating.
Side
sure.
note, the thing about George of the Jungle trying to intimidate you is that he is probably the biggest himbo known to man.
I was gonna say, if we're talking like Brendan Fraser, George of the Jungle, I don't think it would work because I think I'd be too lost in his eyes.
Exactly.
Whoops. Oh, well. That was my water bottle.
It's like, all right, that's our new version of like a rim shot after a joke. Okay.
I'm gonna.
I don't know if
That
I can
was
guarantee it,
a mistake on my part. Let us move
Nope.
forward.
It was the best kind. It was a good one. Don't you dare apologize. All right. So yeah. So if everybody else has stepped out, can I break off the doorknob with my Smith's tools?
Sure.
Okay. And just leave the latch in place and just smash the knob off.
Want to take that one again?
Just so basically leave the.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
I don't know what kind of one it, but just
No, it was phrasing, Craig. It was phrasing.
Andrew. I did not expect that from you.
I am full of surprises.
That was a sneak attack from a surprise quarter.
We digress.
So Craig
The
smashed
doorknob has
Again?
been smashed, and the door remains closed.
You save a group of children, but do they call you Kedros the children saver? But you smash one knob.
Hey, Kedros knob masher, shall we get over here?
All right. So yeah.
Just gonna peek
Shall
my
we
head
check-
around this corner, see if this door's opened or anything.
It has not.
one
It is
down
still
here.
closed.
Okay.
Shall we
You
check
see-
the next? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yes,
Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, you see, Pericles, in this particular situation, the three of you are so vastly different people that the only common denominator I can think of for this shared foolish behavior is that all three of you are men.
And that you're all on this quest together.
Atrika,
You
you're
see, but
here
that
with
common
us.
denominator applies to me as well, and yet I was not partaking.
Well, Atrika,
mean,
that's because you do
yeah,
not stand
you
in
have a point.
front and open doors. You stand behind and fire arrows.
Atrika, your words have wisdom. I regret my actions, although I would take them again, but I agree that they were moved by passions and were foolish in the moment. My emotion got the better of me.
Shall we
I open this door.
find that answer? Or do that? You're not making it better.
Now I'm doing it just to annoy you.
You just reinforced my point.
That has nothing to do with me being a man. Were I a woman, I would still do this to annoy you. And look,
This
I have found
round-
hostages to rescue.
this round chamber looks much more warm and comfortable. But there are, sure enough, 4 teenagers here, all of them sleeping individually rather than in pairs as you have seen previously.
I step in. Are they all awake?
No, they're all asleep.
Huh. Okay. Do I wake them gently or do I wake them suddenly in a hurry so that their adrenaline spikes?
Let us make certain that they are what they seem to be.
I will move over to this one and gently shake them awake.
No, he's saying check for a pulse. I'm kidding.
It takes surprisingly longer than you expect, Pericles, but you do eventually manage to arouse this teenage human boy, and he
Come, young one,
looks
wake
at
up.
you bleary-eyed.
Congratulations,
I will.
your rescuers have arrived.
What?
I will.
Craig.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt. And that should not have had advantage. I was just trying to do a medicine check, but that was a real bad roll. So that's a 6.
That was a pair of ones on the D20 and the D4.
Yep.
What is this particular check for? Enlighten me.
Just to see if they look drugged, if they are injured.
These ones don't look like they're under any particular consumable influences.
We must wake you and your fellows up. We have others of your merry band safely sequestered in the cave to the south of here. And I'll move over to the next one and start shaking awake.
Give me 5 more minutes.
I will pick you
I
up if you do
assume
not
you
get
don't
up.
want to be eaten, children.
Atrika, roll me persuasion.
The fuck does that have to do with anything?
Can I assist using dad voice?
Sure.
Like I'm the one gently trying to wake them up.
Downstairs now.
I will save face. Why the fuck not? I haven't used it on any fucking thing else.
Saving
11 was
face
enough.
for.
Okay, good. Never mind then. I don't need to.
So that particular kid sits up and wait. I'm sorry, Ethan?
That does appear to be the primary diet of the goat people here.
Yes.
It appears to be teenagers.
Oh shit. And he throws all but one of the animal furs off him. Keeps one, wraps it around his shoulders, and books it.
Head to the south of the river. Your friends are there. I'm just gonna pick up 2 of them rather than trying to wake them up and start carrying them out. I'm just gonna
I will pick up / put an arm around the one remaining, just to make sure that that's where they're going.
So I'm just gonna pick these 2 up and carry them back down.
I'm just gonna go ahead and move all 3 of those out because you are easily able to bring them back.
Corina and Hercus, more for you. And then run back.
Well, at least one of them's awake.
All right. Run back in. Head over to the kitchen.
The kitchen is currently empty, save for the bodies that Kedros has given the last rites.
I point at the door on the other side of it. Have we checked this door yet?
Not yet. So I walk up to it. We kind of you wanted to open the other door first, so
There.
see how that works.
Yes, one at a time.
He opens the door.
Okay.
I'll check to see the others if I can hear or listen.
You don't hear anything. You don't need to roll.
Okay. All right, cool. I will quietly open it.
I said reveal roll 20. Do what I ask you to do, not what you think I ask you to do.
You added more though.
Yeah, that was because I clicked and didn't realize it thought I said hide. There, now you want to work properly. This door swings open easily. There is another hallway beyond it, with a door in a corner.
All right, walk over to this door, see if I can hear anything on the side of this.
You hear powerful nothing.
Awesome.
Take another snoot full of air.
Oh, this one probably. What does this one smell like?
Does this hallway seem like it connects to the other door?
Yes, I believe so.
Atrika taking a look in one and then walking back to the other one. Probably.
The main thing that this particular room smells like, Kedros, is tree. Specifically oak. But from round the corner, you can smell a similar combination that Erevan picked up previously. Wine, food, and sweat.
Okay. Does the oak smell indicate anything to me of significance. Would that be? I mean, do dryads smell like oak?
Oak and dryads do.
Okay, fair. Yep, should have seen that one coming. Apologies for a dumb question.
There is no such thing as a dumb question if you don't know the answer.
Birch dryads do not smell like oak.
My next character is going to be a dryad named Maple.
But
They
they're
come
actually
from
a
an
cedar. That's
They
what I
come from
said.
ash.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
What's around the corner,
Just on the other
Aravan?
side.
Oh, right. I missed that completely. My apologies.
No worries. I hadn't actually gone all the way around the corner, but
Yeah, good enough.
another door.
Likely connects to the room that this door connects to.
Yes.
Eh,
Do we? It walks back to this one. Do we open this one?
let's.
It smells of oak. Perhaps better to make certain there is nothing inside.
I will sneakily open this door. Then that's all the
Cool.
permission I need.
Guidance.
You can roll me sleight of hand if you like.
Guidance.
Sure. And that. Yep. Sleight of hand. Plus a D4. 20.
Okay. You open the door to an extravagantly decorated bedroom, covered in rugs along the floor, silks along the walls. A magnificent bed, seemingly shaped from living oak, occupies the center of the room. And on the back wall, you can see hanging from a single hook is a large band of what appears to be some sort of brilliant silver metal that you have seen once before around one of Kedros's horns.
Like, how large?
Like, it's very similar size, maybe slightly smaller.
I like how Aravan no-sells that.
Oh, and there is also a large box on one's over this side. Seemingly made of the same living oak as the bed.
Okay.
Is there any
There is a very
response
large
from him?
There
Go
is a very large padlock on it.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna immediately fly over to that large ring.
So he opens the door fully.
Yeah, fully opens the door and fly as soon as he sees the ring, and kind of like he does look over at Kedros, does the mental like those seem to be like the same size, and then flies over there super fast, grabs it, and then by the time you get to the door, he kind of holds it out, like kind of showing you, like checking to see if you recognize it.
I will step around, obviously, when Aravan starts to move forward. I'm assuming I do, correct, Andrew?
Yeah, this was Ida's.
There is a just a
Or
sort of
however it's
half
pronounced.
snort.
I forget.
Yeah, Idha. Yeah, but
Ida.
yeah. Sort of a sudden snort that just is clearly choked by emotion, and then Kedros starts forward towards you.
Well, I guess we're running this room next.
He'll hand it off to you as he walks over to this box, and it's locked.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna check to see if it's also trapped.
Go right ahead. Investigation, please.
It's not
8.
only it's
It is
trapped
definitely
5
not.
different ways.
Yes.
Well, you see all 0 traps.
Awesome. Then I will attempt to disarm it, or
Go right ahead.
unlock it.
That'd be a Thieves' Tools check.
All right. 19.
You crack it open easily.
All right, and he kind of holds it after he pops the lock off, and slowly peeks inside to see what's in there first.
There is a surprising haul. Specifically, a pair of silver necklaces, some rings, and half a dozen gems of different kinds. But taking seemingly pride of place is a tome that appears to be bound in human skin.
Okay, as long as it's not like a body of Kedros' wife. Now he opens it all the way up.
Getting a closer look, yeah, that does in fact look skin color.
Wow. That's skin.
Yes, I could tell.
My powers
He
of
doesn't
observation
laugh.
are unmatched.
Yeah, it'll pocket the valuables into a bag for now
I would like
until
to
we can get a better look at them.
I would like to trigger my divine sense.
But I'll leave the book where it is.
Yeah, you can quite easily tell that the book is.
So as an action,
Well-
I am awareness to detect. I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me. They're not behind total cover. I know the type of any being, and I can also sense if any place or object has been consecrated or desecrated.
The tome is desecrated.
That is a particularly evil tome, or at least one that has been desecrated.
They rebound it in human skin. It was just a Harry Potter. No. That, as Atrika has pointed out, is not surprising, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, that should probably be destroyed immediately.
It should be, yes. I will hold up my hammer. I have a divine weapon. Shall we put it to use, or do we want to read it first?
Do
Are
you
you
want
sure
to
that
read the
reading it's a good
desecrated
idea?
book? Yes.
I have no idea if it's a good idea or not.
What part of destroyed immediately was unclear?
Uh,
Kara just chirps him.
I mean, yeah, but the Dryad we're here to kill would likely say that we should be destroyed immediately, so, you know, like, perspectives. I'm still holding up the hammer.
Kedros is
Yeah,
not
it'll-
moving or responding to any of this. He's just holding the horn ring in both hands and staring at it.
Atrika, thoughts?
I mean, what potential knowledge could actually be of use out of that thing?
I have no idea.
Something horrific, no doubt.
Alright, put it on the ground.
Book is out on the ground. I want to see a hammer smash a book, I guess. I want to see how this is going to work.
Like this.
When there's
Wham!
perfectly wonderful torches right behind us.
Magic items are rarely able to be burned.
Welcome to Hydraulic Press Channel.
Who said it was magical? It was supposedly just desecrated?
Who desecrates random normal books?
You make them out of skin. That is a desecrating act.
I smash it with Pithor's hammer.
There is a crackle of lightning, and the pages in the book turn to ash.
There. It's gone.
You
I look
Probably
over.
also just toss it into a torch.
I look over.
Yeah, just for good measure, hangs the binding and over on one of the torches and just leaves it there. He'll kind of pat Kedros' shoulder and say, "Let's." Sorry, friend.
Is there anything different about it? Is it bloodstained, or do I notice anything about it?
It looks much as you remember, though it glints in the light, perhaps slightly more than it used to.
He's just sort of running a thumb over it. You can see the portions of it towards the middle. There's delicate carving all around it, which is smoothed off towards the middle where it has been worn on the horn, and years of it being there and being taken off and being taken on have worn away the carvings there. But he's just sort of rubbing a thumb over it.
Yeah,
and
like
then,
you remember how the carvings used to be.
Yeah. And none of that is different. Does it look like it's been polished, or just the glinting I'm wondering about?
Not recently, but it is definitely brighter than you recall.
He sort of gently raises it up to his face and kind of cups his hands around it. Does it just smell like metal?
Yes.
There's no lingering scent of the forge or of Ida's hair or the oil she would use on her horns, anything like that, any familiar scents?
Unfortunately, no.
He sort of will slowly lower it, as if to put it into a pouch, and then he instead will reach up to the left horn where his own band is, and will kind of slide it on over it. I imagine because it's a little smaller, it sits then a little higher up on the horn.
Yeah.
And if it is horribly cursed, now so am I.
No, the only thing that
Don't
was
have to
cursed
tell
in
you
the
that.
chest I already destroyed.
You don't. I'm just saying out there. It's a concern that I have, but not one Kedros thinks about.
Fair.
Trika, do you want to look at these baubles and see if there's anything particularly special amongst them? I say, indicating the various bits of jewelry.
Oh, Erebin already put those in a bag.
I am an herbalist
Never mind
and alchemist. Why would I have any interest in random jewelry?
Damn it, Jim.
Alchemy does not involve random jewelry?
No.
Weird. And I move out of the room.
Do I recognize any of them, or they are just not visible at all?
Sorry, I missed the second half of that.
I just are they no longer visible? They've been put away.
Yeah, Aravan's bagged them.
Okay.
Yeah, so we could look at them later after we deal with the dryad.
Probably got there while you were engaged with the ring.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I stand corrected, Pericles. It is not because you are a man, it is because you are a buffoon.
I appreciate it. Now, the next room has 2 entrances. I would suggest a flanking maneuver.
Oh, I hate it when people split the party. I never know which side to watch.
My
If
side's
you're
the fun
looking
side.
for things to be flashy and entertaining, you want to be on the side that Pericles is on. He
Thank
is
you.
nothing if not a flashbang.
Thank you, Atrika. I appreciate that. And I move over towards the store.
One of the snake heads just whooshes over the rest of the snake hair.
Kyra just smiles, and as she passes Atrika, just quietly notes, "Am I to take that as you wanting to be left alone?"
You know I have to be behind him. He's the easiest thing to shoot over.
All right. If that barbarian on a motorcycle could just go and be elsewhere.
Yeah, Cody.
Sorry. Fine, I'll drive elsewhere, Andrew.
Not you. There's some prat out in the suburbs being an absolute... Insert several expletives here that I do not wish to repeat. But are we moving to the door that Pericles has...
We'll give Kedros a minute to feel, and then...
Yeah. Erebin will wait at the door.
A moment or so later, Kedros will turn and follow out.
As
you would almost certainly notice that Kyra has been watching you the whole time. Just in case.
Mm-hmm. He will not say anything.
As they head towards the other way. When you hear my door clang open, clang yours.
This one's locked. We just kick it, and it's just ow. No. As we're walking to this door, Aravan will just turn to Kedros, and if that was here, then she knows something. We'll make sure that we don't kill her outright, and we'll find out what she knows.
Yes.
I can't wait for this room to be empty.
Give me just a moment. I need to wrangle a few things.
Ervan,
Yes.
it is
You
Go.
first.
you.
Or
It is good. Thank you.
you're welcome. This is no problem. Now, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I think I am less likely to block the way for you. Yes, you might move around me more easily.
Looks at you, looks at the door, looks at you again. I think I can squeeze by.
Very well. I will open. You will slice the pie. No, you.
What?
Like in breaching a door.
A trigger could probably hear Pericles counting to 100. 50, 51,
he
52, 53.
He will brace a hoof ready to kick.
91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96.
I've got sword and
97,
dagger out.
98, 99. Surprise!
I will kick at the same time.
As you kick the doors open, you
Hiya!
find a feasting hall dominated by a huge table shaped from living oak, much like you have seen previously. The table has enough chairs to seat a dozen guests. Food and wine are artfully arranged. At the center of the table is a magnificent, what looks like a dragon horn with gold fittings. At the head of the table is a tall-looking dryad woman, and behind her is possibly the biggest chungus you have ever seen. I couldn't say that without laughing.
I look at the food. Does it look like the food that was being prepared in the kitchen?
Yes.
I'm not even waiting. I'm I am
Yeah.
I'm heading across that table towards Demetria.
Alright, so as Pericles rushes forward, springs onto the table, the four girls seated close to Demetria all panic and hide under it.
Good. That was the intention. Also to get them away from the food that is their friends.
I'm just gonna move them into there and set them to the GM layer to represent that they are under the table. For her part, Demetria stands, and you can see that she has a short bow in hand, presumably that she was going to pass over to one of the girls, and she just looks at you. How barbaric. Fine.
An arrow just passes between Pericles' legs towards Demetria.
At this point, I think we need to roll initiative.
That isn't all the breeze!
You haven't experienced barbaric yet. I cannot roll higher than a 10.
Wow.
That's fine. Going at the end is like going at the beginning of the next round.
We are just missing Aravan. Well,
Yeah, no, it
so-
didn't track. It didn't grab
can
it. I
fix
didn't
that.
click on the token.
There we go. And sort. Big Chungus has the first turn. And he's got a 40-foot move speed, so he too gets on the table.
Oh, we're just dancing on tables now.
Impressive.
And he's
Dragon,
gonna
I choose you.
Impressive that it can hold him.
I mean, it's part of the table is probably like fused into the floor below.
Uh,
Also, there's almost certainly magic involved.
It is a living table.
So a fun fact about Big Chungus is that here
this,
we are.
this is where I die.
They are.
Can you please align him with the table? It's really bugging me.
The table isn't aligned with the grid, and that bothers me.
Alt
Unless you want to make him a, unless you want me to make him a huge
Alt
Chungus.
click.
I know, but that would mean he would occupy 6 spaces when he is only large. Although he would probably be more on this side because no one's attacking from the right. So fun fact about this guy, he has six arms, 1 eye, carries 2 shields, and also carries a spear and a javelin.
So he has 6 attacks, is what you're saying.
No, he has 3. The first is a grapple. 26.
That hits.
Well, is it an attack grapple or an athletics grapple?
It's an attack
It's
grapple.
an attack grapple, because monsters have attack grapples. So Pericles is now grappled and restrained, and now this guy has advantage on attacks against you.
So I'm just like, it's like, you're really not my type. I don't like hugging.
19
That hits.
for 17 piercing damage.
Ow!
Something else we can blame your father for.
And sure, another spear. 12. I imagine is a
Misses.
miss.
I headbutt the spear out of the way.
Demetria will.
You just hold it in the wound. No, that stays there.
Oh, no, that's not how that works. Interesting, she can't do that, which is fine. Well, the dragon seems to have things accounted for, or at least for Pericles, so Demetria will move over to there, and she
I
has a
have
clear line on.
5 hit points left.
We can see that.
Yeah, the dragon has you well in hand. Haha. So she will take a shot at Erevan. And hit.
Yeah, that
Most
hits.
likely. For 7.
An advantage, damn. Let's see. For 7 points. All right.
All right, so
See,
my
that
next
is-
character is going to be an astral monk.
Speaking of Erevan,
All right. Yeah, let's see.
Ooh, no. Genie Warlock.
I don't know if there are genies in Thylia.
There are now!
I will have to figure something out for that.
I come
Let's
from
see.
across the sea.
To be fair, things just kind of wind up in Thylia.
True.
Also, the genie doesn't have to be in Thylia. The genie is on one of the elemental planes. I am in Thylia.
All right. So bonus action, disengage. As I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 run up to Demetria and say, "Hi, you dropped this." As I stab a short sword into her belly.
Go ahead and make the attack.
20. No sneak attack. Damn it, that sucks. That was a decent sneak attack for 6 points of piercing damage.
Takes 6 and is very upset about it.
Yeah, I'm upset about the 7. And that's me.
All right, Kedros.
Kedros will step in and looking with some regret towards Demetria, will shout. Actually, what does Demetria look like?
She is an oaken dryad, about 5'8", which may be tall for a dryad. You haven't met many of them.
I'm fine, Kedros.
But,
Go kill your dryad.
She's dressed in what appears to be like ordinary clothing. Her hair is made out of leaves, but Erevan, being up close and personal, can see the same flicker of madness in her eyes that he saw in the man ads.
Oaken Witch, you will tell me
Meat.
what you have done with the light on the mountains with my Ida. And I will step up. I will take a bonus action to um, slam a energy drink into Pericles.
It's not gonna help.
Um,
This
he'll
guy
step
can
up,
kill me in 2 hits at full health.
and we'll say as he reaches out and puts a hand on you, we'll say feel renewed in the light of the forge, and 8 points of damage healing, and then turn to the Gigan and
Wait,
take
hang on.
a
Sorry, you said a couple different things that you were doing. Were you casting Healing Word, Cure Wounds, or giving me a healing potion?
no, a healing word.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
Because it's a bonus action. Yeah.
Why can't I? There.
And then we'll turn to the Gigan and say, "You drop this boy and face someone more your own size." And I will stab it two-handed, I think. I'll put my sword, put my shield away and stab it two-handed if I can.
Yeah, sure.
Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
11 points of damage. Magic, if it makes a difference.
It does not.
Okay.
Hurts just the same.
Mm-hmm. Atrika.
Trika will just sort of draw the arrow back, and I don't suppose this particular individual has special rules for aiming at his eye.
No, but he does have poor depth perception,
Fair enough.
which specifically gives him disadvantage on attack rolls against targets more than 30 feet away, which doesn't really help you.
Yeah.
What is he holding, by the way? Does he have any weapons, or
Me.
he's just looking to...
He is currently holding a spear, a javelin, 2 shields, and Pericles.
Is he wearing any kind of armor?
Nope.
Okay.
Trika will draw the bow back and aim at the guy again. You know, Demetria, we were looking to get some information from you and take you captive alive. You may wish to call your giant off before my friend is forced to disembowel you. And she will just fire at Guy. Dink, 20.
Hits.
For 13 damage.
Nice. Pericles.
Is it an action or a bonus action to break free?
Action, I believe.
Okay, then I will try to break free.
Cool. Athletics check, DC 15.
Of course,
Do you
I
have
will.
your Peerless Athlete Channel Divinity thing?
I do not have channel. No, I spent my channel divinity in giving temporary hit points to a person not in this fight. So no, I fail
High or low, John?
because again, I can't roll higher than a 10.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm not even. You know what? I'm not even going to ask you that.
High.
You know what? It doesn't matter because I have decided that this guy is probably not quite. Oh, you know what? Sure, I'll roll it anyway, just to see. Just to help me make decisions. High it is. All right then.
I spend my bonus action casting Shield of Faith on myself.
Valid. Goes to.
No, maybe he won't hit me if I have an AC of 20, says the person who consistently gets hit with an AC of 20.
Just need to make some rolls very quickly. Fine. Ooh, very nice. Okay. All right.
I
there.
do. I use an interact action to spit in his eye.
I feel like that would be some sort of attack roll. But I digress. You probably miss. He just moves the arm that holds you.
So while he's squeezing me as I'm out of action to do, you know, I have once before met someone as ugly as you. I threw him into a river and it turned black from the soot on his body.
In response to oh wait, no, we'll get to that at Demetria's turn. But the door bursts open again as Hercus enters the fray.
Initiative 21. Well, damn.
He got a nat 20. Right. You lot weren't going to fight these two without me. Come on, let's go. Whips out the staff, shillelagh straight into the dragon.
It would be better if he had healing spells.
He unfortunately does not.
I know. We encountered this previously.
But a 6 is not going to do anything. The dragon. I need to check a thing in the monster manual real quick, just to see exactly how to interpret this properly.
Come on, coward, attack me. I am your primary enemy.
That doesn't explain what I wanted to explain.
What is the thing you're trying to figure out?
The dragon has a multi-attack feature which states that it makes 3 attacks, 1 with the grapple and 2 with either the spear or the javelin.
Yeah.
It is currently grappling somebody, so can't use the grapple on other creatures.
So that it just makes the 2 spear attacks or whatever.
Okay, because I could easily have interpreted that as not being able to make 3 attacks in 1 round.
I mean,
because it can't use the grapple, so can't make 3 attacks.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that doesn't that make sense because 2 of its arms are tied up with the grapple.
Possibly, but it made the 2 attacks when it made the initial grapple, and its arms would have been tied up in the grapple then too.
So
No, it has.
I mean,
no,
so
it has,
here's a syntax thing that's
it has
actually
4 arms,
because dragons are actually written similarly to this. Does it say uses its grapple if able and then makes attacks?
No.
So, I mean, this is up to your interpretation still, but for instance, when dragons and other similar things have abilities they might not be able to use, like their frightening presence, it says...
Yeah, it says they use the thing
if
and
able.
then... Yeah, it says they use the thing if able and then can make.
Yeah.
This one
So-
does not, which bothers me.
So that's up to your interpretation of whether it's a mandatory must be able to do the thing to multi-attack.
I would
I
say
mean-
it shanks me twice with a spear.
I would probably also say 2 attacks because this thing has 6 arms. 2 of them are on Pericles, 2 of them are on the shields, 2 of them are on the weapons.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Right. Okay.
So 1 attack at Pericles.
which has
25,
advantage. So yes, 25 hits.
11,
I'm still alive.
and 1 at Kedros.
I have 2 hit
All right.
points left.
20
That is a hit.
for 11.
Okay.
Consistently below average damage for the javelin.
If you'd waited 3 minutes to make those attacks, it would have done 11 and 11 damage at 11:11 my time.
Well, now it's Demetria, who's also going on 11.
Not just yet, because Karina also enters the fray on initiative count 15.
What?
Here's
What?
the children are taken care of.
Who is defending the other children?
Don't worry about it.
I worry about it.
Remember to use that. Remember to use that sling.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Or throw the spear.
15 unfortunately misses the dragon, and so does the 16.
Learn its AC is 17.
Close.
The NPCs come in to help and miss every attack.
Who was it that yelled at Demetria? Was it Kedros?
It was a Trika.
It was a Trika. So, desperately fending off Erevan, Demetria looks past the skirmish in the middle of the room at Atrika and basically just yells across the hall, "You come into my house, murder my people, likely ransack my chambers. How dare you?"
Yes.
as a bag on Erevan's belt is jingling with her jewels and jewelry.
You kidnap children, murder them, and feed them to other children. You have no high ground. As I'm spitting blood on the
And she takes a swing at Erevan with a shillelagh of her own.
13 misses.
Cool.
Also
That's all that she can do. Because she doesn't have a means of escape, which is something that wasn't written into this dungeon.
To be fair, this is
Erevan.
her home. She doesn't expect to be attacked here.
True.
We cut off their
Erevan.
means of escape.
I got 2 knives and 1 body in front of me. So first short
Apply
sword.
knife to body.
Yeah, let's see. Short sword, natural 20.
Nice.
Unfortunately, no sneak attack. So
A crit's a crit,
Not-
no matter how it's painted.
Yep. So 9 points of damage,
She takes 9 points of stabbage.
and then
Don't you have
offhand.
the... Oh, wait, no, you don't. No, wait, don't
Yeah.
you have the... I can't move it to take aim?
Yeah, that takes my bonus action, and I'm using that for this.
And you could have gotten
Oh.
advantage and gotten your sneak attack.
I could have. Offhand dagger. Let's see. I'll use an inspiration for that. D12,
You hit.
20. Okay. It's just my offhand. So
Offhand
For
damage is another
3 points.
She is not looking good.
And
Your
he's
weapons
gonna
aren't- Your
go over
weapons
to
aren't
Kia.
axes, but they seem to be cutting pretty deep.
All right.
Kedros.
Kedros, do the thing that you blew the basilisk out of the water with.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. I would have to crit though. That's what.
Pericles doesn't know that. Well, as far as Pericles knows, you have the ability to just annihilate creatures at will. So.
only works on basilisk. Yeah, I okay. That's not a terrible idea.
Guiding bolt is a ranged attack, though.
Either that or heal
So
me.
I would be at disadvantage to use it.
From your current position, yes.
How badly injured does the Gigan look, and how badly injured can I tell Pericles is?
Oh,
Well, the Gigan looks moderately banged up. Pericles very much more so.
I'm being squeezed
bleeding
like
a
an
lot more.
orange.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do the same thing I did last turn, and just because I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to use Healing Word.
Pericles is a plastic bag full of water, and the Gaijin is just some kid poking holes in it with a knife.
6 points back, and I am out of second level
Good.
spell.
Have you? I might be interpreting this entirely wrong, but that looks to me like you've used 3 second level spell slots.
Let me check. I know the 2 I just cast on Pericles were.
And
think the
you've
one
used
that really-
Healing Word once before in
Oh,
the
was-
Manad fight, which was also at second level.
Oh, okay, then I am out of second level spells. I thought that had been a first
I
level.
will take those 6 hit points
yep.
back.
You know what I did? I cast. I was tracking them separately on my Roll20 and in the Beyond D&D Beyond. So that's entirely on me. Okay, let me. I'm just gonna cast it again at first level.
Yep, that's fine.
I still have my Shield of Faith.
5. Okay, so almost as good. And then I will stab him again.
Go ahead.
And 8. So that's not going to do it. I'm going to use my inspiration,
Divine. Cool. Go ahead.
which is a D12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 18.
Exactly hits.
Okay. 8 points of piercing damage.
Dragon takes 8. Getting close to being somewhat banged up. As
Oh,
opposed to
boy.
moderately. Atrika.
As the Trika draws another arrow back. Look, we told you we wanted your information, and you are sort of a scourge on this place, kidnapping children and feeding them to other children. So, I mean, we can take you alive if you call off your giant, or we can just kill you and find out what we need elsewhere. And she's going to fire again at the guy again. And crits him in the face
Yay!
Nice.
for 12, 14, 15 damage.
Takes 15. You know what? With a net 20, high or low, Atrika?
Hit him in the eye.
High. High for the eye.
Low, you missed the eye.
Darn it. I was hoping.
He's got a new lip piercing though.
Pericles,
I'm gonna try to break free again.
go ahead.
Nope.
Nope.
I continue. You look like what happens if a giant fucks a mountain and forgets to pull out. And that's all I do.
Hercus.
Oh, he's losing a lot of blood.
What does Hercus do here?
Cast kill six-legged giant.
6-armed guy.
Yeah, arms.
You know what? He's probably actually going to scooch over one more and cast Thunderwave.
He is a druid. Arms, legs. It's all a matter of perspective.
At 2nd level. Which means...
Send me flying with him.
Just barely passes the save, so takes half damage, I believe.
Yeah.
Where's my spell viewer?
Yeah.
So that'd be
Yep, half damage and isn't pushed.
8.
So
damage.
that's math
Yeah,
is hard.
8 damage.
All right. And that does get the dragon's attention. Little guy, loud noise, new threat. Who dis?
Never mind the arrows that are steadily creeping towards his eye.
I mean, he can't reach you unless he wants to throw the
He
javelin.
can't. He can
Or
throw
throw
Pericles.
Pericles.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw the paladin.
Do it.
A 12 just barely hits Hercus
Throw me at a Trika. Come on.
for 13 damage. Ow. And you know what? Yeah, I like where this is going.
With disadvantage because
So-
it's beyond the range, but
Because he's fighting in melee and trying to throw someone.
that too.
Yeah, true. He's within range, so poor depth perception
Okay.
doesn't apply, but Kedros is in the way. So this is going to be
I'm still gonna take the damage no matter what.
yeah, I'd say Pericles is a thrown weapon. Things you never expect to say when DMing. So we can use a javelin attack for the attack roll.
You're gonna
17,
need to
Atrika?
expect a lot more.
What is my armor class? That does just barely hit me.
So
Okay, so
falling damage is a d6 every 10 feet, and that's 15 feet away. So probably just a d6 of damage. Plus strength.
Plus their strength.
Yeah, plus strength.
Or if you
Oh,
want to use like a size die.
I would use different math.
Okay.
You're in chainmail.
No, I'm in scale
So
mail.
that's a scale mail.
Yeah.
Okay,
I wear
so
heavy armor.
chainmail is heavy armor.
Oh, wait, no, it is chainmail. It is chainmail. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a reasonably heavy weight plus Pericles' weight, which is probably a fair bit.
Pericles weighs 150 pounds without the armor.
So that's a total of 200 pounds coming at a Trika.
Suggestion:
You
hit
can
die
use the-
becomes
you can use the
literal.
Damage die as the javelin if you want.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to use the same damage die as the javelin. So both of you take 14.
I'm out.
Brain is doing simple math right now.
You can do this through Roll20 actually, if you.
I just did.
Yeah, but there's an easier way. If you click on your token, click on the number, and then hit -9 enter, it does
Or
the math for you.
minus 14, yeah.
Minus 14, rather. Karina. Throws caution to the wind, seeing one of her saviors go down. She pulls out the spear. She gets up next to Kedros and she goes for the ankles.
Go for the glory.
And misses.
I was waiting for it to roll a natural
With
20.
both. I can but hope.
Well struck.
Did I knock a Trika prone?
Atrika, give me a strength save.
Sorry.
So yes, is the answer.
Yes. Demetria, now cornered and seeing reinforcements arrive, panics and tries to book it round the long way round.
Attack of opportunity.
I'm assuming she disengages. Okay. Nope,
Nope.
she doesn't.
No disengage
Alright.
here. Again, not thinking clearly.
Ooh,
Just
lucky.
barely misses. 20, 25, 30, and she's gonna dash.
It's okay. You're faster.
Don't worry,
than
I'm
she is.
faster. Yeah.
Gets to there, realizes there's people here. Oh hell. Probably actually tries to take the long way around. Past Kedros and Karina. But Erevan, you're on. As far as you
All
can
right.
go.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Hello. He actually turns around, flies, and just vaults off the wall to get behind her, and then
I
14, I'm
had
assuming, hits.
I had this thought of Erevan running along the wall using his wings to keep him up.
Yeah, the last, like,
Just to
bit
avoid the
stretch-
dragon.
Yeah, yeah. He's keeping more than an
Sure.
arm's length, one of the Gigant's arm's length away. This bit right here, and he vaults off.
Surprisingly, they have long arms. They're giants. They only have a 5-foot range.
Hmm.
But a
Oh, yeah.
14 hits.
It's because they cover 10 feet.
All right, so this is going to be non-lethal damage.
Kedros is in melee with her, so you could apply.
Yep.
Sneak.
Yep, I am. 12 points of
You smack her in the
non-lethal.
back. You smack her in the back of the head with the pommel of your short sword, and she drops. She's out like a log.
And bonus action, offhand dagger at the Gigant.
Go ahead.
16 misses.
Just barely misses. Bounces off
Bummer.
her shield.
Bummer.
Kedros.
Don't worry, I got 2 more.
Still have those first level spell slots, Kedros?
I do.
The
That's
dragon
kind
just roars at you upon seeing Demetria fall. Doesn't know she's not dead. Doesn't care. Angry.
Kind of an unconscious paladin on me.
Yeah.
Thunk.
I'm gonna healing word is what's the range on that?
60 feet.
Oh, it's 60 feet. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna toss a healing word back, first level healing word back to
Atrika.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Atrika's been doing more damage than I've been doing to this thing.
That's well, obviously that's how Kedros thinks. So 6 points.
I'm awake.
And again, say, even the broken blade may be renewed. Get up, my friend. And then we'll turn back and take both hands, grip on the spear, and take another attack with the spear.
Go for it.
This is probably gonna be bad.
Or glorious.
Glorious.
So
Just barely misses. Do you still have your divine inspiration?
I think I used it. We only have the one, right? The
Yeah.
D12. It's not like we keep the old ones. It just gets bigger. No, I
Use
used
them or
it.
lose them.
Yeah, I used it. Unfortunately.
Yep, fair enough. So a very near miss. Atrika.
Yes, don't mind me. Just this heavy fucking idiot on me as Atrika pushes Pericles off of her and stands up.
I can roll off on my own.
You don't need to be mean. I'm awake now.
Stands up and will shoot at the Gigan. Not even saving face will save that, unfortunately.
1, 2, 3.
I can only pull up to a max of +5, so I can only get a 15.
Yeah. Yep, so that is an unfortunate miss. Pericles.
I get up. Cool thing or smart thing? Cool thing or smart thing?
I mean, I feel like every other decision that you have made while playing this character has already made that decision for you.
Fair. Out of anger and rage, I throw the bladed shield at the chief.
Go right ahead. That's going to be a... Yep, that hits.
For 11 slashing damage.
All right, Captain Thylia, settle down.
Please tell me that kills it.
You were very close.
Damn it.
The Gigan now has the edge of a shield sticking out of him. That is not something he expected.
Please let Hercus get the killing blow.
And I stand up. 5, 10.
Squirrel time.
Straight back into it.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you. You don't tell me when I'm done.
I didn't hear no bell.
Please, Hercus, get the killing blow. That's all I want in the world right now.
See, now I can do the cool thing or the smart thing.
I feel like Hercus is somewhat smarter.
Yeah, Hercus probably just cast Thunderwave.
Hercus was a squirrel that was throwing acorns at us not too long ago. I don't know if smart thing is the correct answer here.
In fairness, he was under poisonous influence at the time. This time he's cogent.
We look under the table after he's been casting thunder waves at it and find a bunch of dead kids.
No, they're on the lower half of the table.
Yeah, the cube is this much.
It's a 15-foot cube.
Yes. 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
And yes, the Gigan had 1 hit point left, so I don't even need to roll. Hercus just claps his hands.
Does the thunder wave
and
cause the
Gigan...
shield to go flying out the other side?
The Gigan is at the time he is currently engaged with Kedros, so Hercus basically just claps his hands, throws them out to the Gigan, and there's this boof. The Gigan flies over to the wall, dead before he hits it, and falls to the ground in a heap.
As Atrika wipes some of her blood off of her lip and looks over at Kedros. How many chunguses was that one?
Oh, you know what? I can do the math on that. Because we established that a chungus is approximately 12.
Pericles just, like, with one foot, kicks this chair back up straight and collapses into it.
Curiously, despite Hercus casting extensive spells of explosive force, the dragon horn is unaffected. It sits in the center of the table.
We found
I'm
the horn.
How many chunguses you would like to share, Andrew?
Approximately 5.6 chunguses. 5.6 recurring 7.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the Gigan's body, and raise my shield and say, "Dedicate this victory to Vulcan and to his forge."
Have about 5.5 chunguses, Vulcan.
Meanwhile, Karina rushes over to the teenagers
If
that had
they
been
ate
hiding
any
under
of,
the table.
as Karina runs past, if they ate any of the food, they're going to want to purge themselves, probably.
Who is most injured at this point?
Me.
I actually don't know if that's the case. You have 6. How many does Atrika have left?
9.
Shit.
Slightly
Okay.
less injured. Well,
Fair.
I have.
All right.
No, we have the same max hit points. So yeah, I am slightly less injured.
All right. I will cast another my last first level healing word on Pericles. Another 4 back.
Now he is the slightly less injured.
I have pumped all of my spell slots into Pericles tonight.
So have I. I just have less of them.
I cut off about 4 feet of rope from my my spool and tie up Demetria.
All right.
She's unconscious but not dead.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay.
And I will set her up against this wall in the corner.
I look at that one. I look at that horn on the table. I could use a drink.
Don't forget, we are supposed to share that before we use it. Well, when we use it.
With who?
All of us
Right.
Yes,
to
all of us.
share the vision.
Yes. I'm not moving, so I don't know what you're worried about.
We should, I think, rest before embarking on whatever the horn may have to show us.
Atrika looks over at Kyra. This is the Oracle's relative, she says, looking over at Demetria.
Yes, I distinctly recall she pulls out the scroll containing the prophecy, because she recorded everything that she said in relation to your own destinies as well. Why wouldn't she? Yes, this is her sister.
We take the horn, the children, and the witch back to town with us before we imbibe anything.
Well, I'm actually going to imbibe one thing, Atrika says as she drinks one of her healing potions.
I mean of the horn, but that is fair.
I now have a single one.
Is there anything else of note in this room?
I'll take double my hit points.
Well, Hercus destroyed half of the feast.
Good.
Oh,
no.
I didn't want the food.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything else of particular interest.
Although-
the room is lit by torches.
I will take her short bow.
I was
Because I noticed that was a +1 short bow when you were
It is
shooting me.
indeed
When you were shooting it at us.
It is indeed a +1 short bow.
I realize I was being flippant, but if there are recognizable human or humanoids among the body parts, I would like to take those and also give them last rites.
There is some manner of cooked meat among what's left of the feast, but this looks to have been thoroughly prepared rather than being in its half-cooked state that you saw in the kitchens.
I will still burn it until it is ash, so that it cannot be consumed.
As you do, Karina and Hercus take the 4 girls and escort them out to the rest of their company.
Rest by the river. We'll join you shortly to escort you back.
So, what would this Demetria have use of these children for?
I don't
Does she
know.
intend to turn them into more servants, as she transformed our druid friend?
I can only imagine that there is some sort of dark ritual involving feeding teenagers to other teenagers detailed in the journal that we destroyed earlier.
She had some look of madness in her eyes while we were fighting over here.
Well, of course. I mean,
Did it look like feral, or like thinking back, did it look like feral or like non-natural?
You got up close to one of the man-ants. You saw what they looked like.
Yeah.
Demetria's was similar, but perhaps more controlled. Like she had a higher degree of functionality.
High functioning psychopath.
Okay.
who knows what goes on in the minds of madness?
Oh, I can think of someone who knows the answer to that question, but it's not the best person to ask.
Isn't she also the one who incites such madness, usually?
Precisely.
I was asking a rhetorical question, but thank you for the answer.
Kyra just chuckles and resumes her scribbling.
If you don't mind, I'm going to pass out for 30 minutes now. Just head lolls to one side, eyes closed.
Still in the chair.
Still in the chair. Yeah, one leg up on the table, just in the chair. I'm
Did the guy
Question,
can have
Pedro.
anything interesting or useful on it, by the way?
Just his weapons and shields.
I'm taking a short rest.
And a big ass kilt.
Yeah. Like, that's cloak size for you.
Oh, it's not there anymore.
I'm not wearing a cloak that a guy can use as a kilt. Thank you very much.
It's not there anymore because Kedros burned it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kedros burned a lot of them.
Did any of the weapons survive the burning? Because they're spears, so they're not all metal.
Oh yeah.
I mean-
Also, I assume magical stuff would not burn.
Yeah, magical stuff would not burn. So
That's magical.
The only things that would probably be left would be, well, you wouldn't be able to burn the entirety of the corpse, but the metal from the spear and javelin, maybe just the spear actually, because the javelin can be pure wood.
Yeah.
Just the head of the spear and his 2 shields.
okay, so the spears were not magical. Is the important part there.
Were the shields magical?
Nope, he just had 2 of them.
2 metal
There's
shields.
even a bit in his stat block that lets him use both. I considered labeling that trait Arthur 2 Shields Jackson.
I don't have spell slots for it now. I do have Identify, which if I had not been in a moment of grief, I could have used on the book earlier. But,
You're a cleric, aren't you?
yep, I sure am. I'm a Forge Cleric.
Which means
Yeah, Forge Clerics can identify.
You can ritual cast, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as a
and
cleric,
you-
you have to have it prepared.
He always has domain spells prepared,
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's
and they don't count towards your total.
so. Yeah, so I mean, if we need anything identified now, I guess we could do it. But it doesn't seem like anything is magical in here, right?
I can think of 2 things that could be identified in this room.
Actually, no.
Um,
Clerics cannot ritual cast.
Yes, they can.
Oh, there it is. Sorry, the text of ritual casting is the same size as the text of spellcasting focus, so I completely skipped past it while I was reading. Yes, they can ritual cast. Okay.
Yeah. I have another player who takes particular umbrage at needing the spells prepared.
Well, it's because they have all the spells.
Yeah.
They
Like,
can't.
that one's a domain run. So
They
that's
can't.
why.
They
Yeah.
can't be cool like wizards.
Wizards get to ritual cast spells they don't have prepared because they have to learn their spells individually rather than just getting all of them because your god likes you.
Yeah.
Well, if we are taking a short rest, then I will do. I assume one of them is the ring, and the other is the bow, or am I not thinking of something?
The horn.
The horn, of course.
Aravan pulled out like a pair of necklaces and a pair of rings from the jewelry box, didn't he?
Yeah, if you want to look over the stuff while we're,
Sure.
yeah, he'll lay out all the stuff, including the gems, because you'd probably be actually the best to appraise as well. If
Well, I'll take. Yeah,
you wanted
if we're
to.
taking an hour, then I can do 6 of them, right?
Yeah.
and Eravin's just gonna be literally sitting right next to Demetria with his short sword still out.
I will also
If
take
she
that
comes to.
Do I get anything back on a short rest? I get my blood maledict back on a short rest.
I get.
Oh, he's gonna
I get hit points back on a short rest.
I get that too, but you know.
he's gonna cut off another 4 feet and tie her feet off his rope.
I go back to full health and I get my blood curse back.
Get that
So-
back.
What were you looking to identify, Kedros?
I will start with the ring to see if it is magical now. It was not before.
That is, it is now a ring of protection.
Ah.
Specifically for you, that you and you alone can attune to.
Okay. Do I have it? Is that on the list of things? I
Yep,
think.
that's an item from your Heroic Path.
Okay. All right.
Anything else?
Yes, I think next the horn.
This is in fact the Horn of Balmetria, and you now know its properties.
Okay, I will share that with everyone else. Does everyone have access to that?
Yep, I've set it so everyone should be able to see it.
Perfect. All right, I will share with everyone what I have found about it. I guess since this is an audio medium, I should probably also read it. This drinking horn was fashioned from the horn of an ancient dragon from the time of the First War. It has 2 command words. The first produces delicious food, along with water and wine in a sufficient quantity to keep 6 medium-sized creatures well fed for a day. If wine is drunk from the horn, it can induce a deep sleep with dreams that will reveal possible futures at the DM's discretion. The second command word produces a paralyzing vapor. Once per day, you may use an action to speak the second command word and create a cloud of mist within 60 feet of you. The cloud starts with a 5-foot radius, which increases by 5 feet each round to a maximum of 30 feet. Any creature that starts its turn in the mist must make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw or become paralyzed until the start of its next turn.
Does that exclude the user, or do they also get paralyzed?
Doesn't say that it excludes the user. So pop it and throw the mist everywhere else.
It's my ASMR horn. We're going to sleep now, everybody.
Yeah. You create the cloud of mist within 60 feet of you. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At a spot within 60 feet.
Yeah, at a
of you.
spot
Okay,
within
that
60
doesn't
feet
have
of you.
to be-
A point you can see within 60 feet.
I would like this. Sounds like it's perfect for Atrika
I mean, yeah, honestly.
as a medicine one, producing food, water, and wine, and then also gives you an ability to paralyze people, so you can shoot them from afar.
I mean, yeah.
Because
No one
As
objects.
for
about
No.
Mitria.
No, that certainly makes sense.
We
to
may
me.
have to give it back to the city, but if we don't,
As for the small hoard that Erevan found, I've just posted its contents and appraisals.
okay, so none of
In
them are
chat.
magical.
Okay.
None of them are magical. They
I
were
see.
likely all acquired from the teenagers that Demetria has ensnared over the years.
Fair. Okay. And I think probably going through that likely takes up the rest of the time of the short rest.
Hmm.
The stats for the ring of protection is that that's just a ring of protection, but it's just one that only Kedros can use. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, I get my channel divinity back on a short rest too. That's nice.
See if I made that.
Just to be safe. Good enough.
All right.
So yeah, after an hour, Pericles wakes back up in the chair. I
Yeah.
feel much better.
should is it a D4? Or for how long
Oh, right.
it take for somebody to wake up after they've been knocked out?
Oh, look. Demetria wakes up.
Oh look, our prisoner seems to be awake as well.
Now,
She
I
said-
have questions.
She says nothing but struggles ineffectually at her bonds.
Where did you get this ring? And he will indicate the smaller ring on his horn.
Demetria just glares at you, and you can see that the madness in her eyes has not left.
I will break a finger with my hammer.
If anything, it seems to intensify.
Gadros, I do not know that that any sort of physical interrogation will have much of an effect on this creature. We will require more.
So here's a question.
Good.
As a blood hunter, being particularly focused on hunting monsters, and I feel like in Thylia, the things that are created by Lutheria and Sidon would be primo targets. Would I know things that would frighten something given the madness of Lutheria?
You can roll me. What would the suitable skill be?
So, for instance, the skills that Hunter's Bane, for instance, gives me is intelligence checks to recall information about them, or survival checks I get advantage on. If that qualify for my Hunter's Bane.
Probably not survival to learn more, but definitely some sort of
Religion?
intelligence. If you have an intelligence skill that applies here,
I feel like religion, maybe?
sure. Actually,
Yeah,
yes.
The realm of
This
God?
is tied up in the Titans, so yes, religion makes sense.
Well,
So would my Hunter's Bane apply and grant me advantage on this?
Yes.
All right.
So while William's rolling that, Pericles finishes
12.
the thought.
You know what? I'll save face on this. I get 17.
Okay. Pericles?
Yeah, so I do not know if any physical interrogation will affect this. One touched by Lutheria may require a more divine hand, I say, gesturing towards Kyra.
Atrika, with a 17, you've never encountered a being corrupted by Lutheria to this degree, but ones that you have seen that have had somewhat less of her influence upon them, occasionally there is something that frightens them or could intimidate them. As far as you can tell, though, Demetria is probably too far gone.
Mm-hmm. She may be too mad to really feel fear. There are sometimes ways to intimidate those who have fallen in Lutheria's embrace, but she seems especially twisted. As they say, the only ones free of doubt are madmen and children.
Can I make a religion check just to see if anything occurs to me of avenues to that we could use right now?
Sure.
If-
9.
Atrika pretty much has it in one.
Okay.
If we were to get anything out of her, and this is a long shot, my suggestion would be returning her to the city and giving her to my father. But that also may not yield any results.
I look at Kyra. Would he be able to do anything to Demetria, being a servant of Lutheria, while he is a god bound not to interfere?
Honestly, I don't know. It may very well be that she is beyond any form of saving. And if that were the case and we were to drag her back to Astoria, the best I think Pythor could do would be a trial and a quick death.
If he could not burn out the influence of Lutheria from within her, then yes.
That's definitely not something in Pythor's field of expertise, if I know my brother.
What about Atrikia? I know little of her other than her medicine, but I am named for her. She is the healer.
Indeed.
Or what?
I don't know the best means to contact her at this time.
Could Vulcan repair her?
If you wanted to replace her mind with an automaton, which I don't think is something my father would agree to.
There's
That
not
sounds horrifying.
Certainly.
not something I wish either. We need information.
Yes, I simply meant repair her of the corruption in her brain, but... Well, if that all sounds like too much work, we can simply end her evil here.
No, we must find out what she knows.
Then we take her to my father.
Kedros,
Yes.
did you attune to the Ring of Protection? Now that you know what it is?
I mean, I would. Does it take a long rest or a short rest?
Takes an hour.
Short rest.
Okay.
Yeah, basically takes an hour.
Okay. Yeah. Then I would have.
Okay. In that case, you hear a whisper in your mind. It is a very familiar voice. In fact, you hear several, all of them. Particularly recognizable, but it is Ita's voice that is the loudest.
Kedros goes stock still while he is listening.
How do I word this? Damn it! It doesn't give me a line to open the conversation, but I'll figure it out. The short version is that Ita tells you that your family is not beyond your ability to save. Your next step is to find the Queen of the Amazons.
Light on the mountains, can you hear me?
From a very great distance.
Are you safe for now?
I do not know.
Are you with the children?
Yes.
Can they hear me as well?
I can carry them a message.
Tell them that I will hold them to my hearts again soon. And I will stop at nothing to bring them back to our home.
Take the time you need. But the Queen of the Amazons holds our... There's a brief pause and... Yes, I remember. The Queen of the Amazons holds our stamp of Vulcan.
Find it, and I will bring it. What shall I do with it once I have it?
You think you hear Idha start to say something, and then all of the voices fall silent.
Kedros pushes himself up to his feet and says, "We must go now. We must go to the Amazons."
Kedros, we have much and many things to do here in the area.
No, we must go now. My family... We must go to the Amazons.
Kedros,
we have a plan.
remember your oath.
What information have you gained, my friend?
The Queen of the Amazons holds the key to finding the Stamp of Vulcan. The Stamp of Vulcan holds the key to my family, to my people, to those of the Forge, to those I hold dear in my own heart. They are not lost. They are still there, and they can be saved.
This is great news. Now, is this Queen of the Amazon likely to hand over the stamp freely?
I do not know. Whatever price they may ask, or whatever war we must wage, we will pay it or wage it.
Well then, if we are to wage war or to pay price, either way we must be prepared. For you cannot rescue your family if you are dead, am I correct?
And you also can't go off rescuing your family on your own as you are. For starters, remember the Oath of Fellowship you swore? And secondly, you're also going to need a ship.
Even
Yes.
even ignoring those factors, Gara, I point at the Jigen. The Jigen. It is to my great shame that I was basically useless in this entire fight while that thing held me and squeezed me dry. We are not strong enough to face a Queen of the Amazon, whatever she may be. I will
If you have to fight her.
If we have to fight her. I will gladly go with you, my friend. But there are tasks we must do here to gather our strength, to grow in our power, that can then make the task you have easier to attain. We are with you, my friend, but we cannot rush ahead. Do you understand?
There is surprising wisdom in your words.
You say that a lot about me.
And perhaps I should not be so surprised anymore. Again, I've seen from whence you come. I should like to meet this man who has acted as your father, not merely the one who sired you. I feel that many of your better traits come from him.
Well, if we ever get back to Mitros, I will introduce you all to my father Castor. But, that aside, we are injured. We have fought a great fight. We have saved many lives that need to be returned to their friends, their family, their home. We have a horn that must be returned to its rightful place and drunk from for visions of what to do next. We have a forge to find. We have weapons to forge. And, he gestures with his hammer toward Demetria, we have someone to deal with. Now, do we take her with us in the hopes that we might glean more information from her madness with the aid of the divine, or do we end her evil here?
I look over at Kyra. Do you think it might be possible to contact Atrikia?
Give me a moment. She steps away.
Perhaps the horn will help us with this.
She steps away a moment and closes her eyes, scrunches up her face in concentration.
While she's doing that,
She
FaceTime
doesn't
call.
seem to be moving.
it's like while she's doing that, at the very least, if it requires a quest for us to attain the aid we need to get more information or to save her from Lutheria's madness, my father can keep her in chains.
If anyone can cure an illness of the mind, it will be the goddess of medicine.
If we can reach her. Which again, we might be able to through that horn. But we must make this decision now.
It is worth a try.
Kyra opens her eyes again. Oh, that's never pleasant, but I have an answer. I have managed to get in contact with Atrikia, goddess of medicine, and Iteva, the goddess of magic. They are in agreement that whatever powerful influence... Sorry, that was a poor choice of words on my part. Let me try again. They are in agreement that Demetria has used Lutheria's magics to corrupt innocence and... well, corrupt and murder, I should say. As well as beguile them and bend them to her will. If Atrikia could, she would not.
That is the answer I need. Any objections? I say as I raise my hammer.
While this has been going on, Demetria has just been looking at each of you in turn. She stopped struggling, but the look on her face is almost feral.
I will ask if the hammer is the best death you would offer. The most appropriate?
Whatever you do, make it quick. I'll be outside with the others. And Kyra just leaves.
It would be the most appropriate, yes, for the evils that have been committed.
Is a swift blow with a hammer the most appropriate retribution for the poison she has sown?
The hammer of justice.
If you think that to be proportional.
I look at the others. Go.
Swift then. Go for
Go
it.
ahead. No,
No,
you
go
go
for it.
Ah, the joys of a Discord call.
Forcing is a slow death. Is not justice.
It will not be
It is
slow.
retribution.
I'm
Look,
in agreement.
I-
A swift death is an end to it. The time does not make a difference.
And you have all seen him flatten a person in one swing with his hammer.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I mean, is a goatling really a person?
Humanoid.
Okay.
bigger, larger,
Well,
larger
basic
than,
shape.
larger than her head.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's good enough for the slaughterhouse, it's good enough for Demetria.
My point being that there are swift but thematically appropriate. What I'm saying is that the poison she has dealt might best be met again with a poison.
That is much
Yes.
slower.
That is
It can actually be very swift, but
no.
I have
To
just
lo-
noticed the time.
To meet the same evils upon her that she has met upon others. That is what I speak.
it's
when I
my
say
venom and evil.
Is the pain it offers a benefit or a means to an end?
Can I get everyone to give me a perception check?
Yeah.
She sidles out of the room.
16.
Oh no, Kyra already. Kyra left a long time ago.
Smell
9.
based? Smell based?
5. No.
No, sound.
Okay.
Wow.
Can I guide myself or no?
Sure.
Okay.
Pericles and Kedros, you can hear the tapping of what sounds like a boot in the hallway. Like someone's impatient.
In the name of my father, the god of war, I bring justice to evil. And I slam the hammer into her head and the wall.
If you want us to do things faster, maybe you should help us fight.
Just-
There is
And
a
there's-
faint ripple in the air as Demetria dies. And then everything settles back into place.
and then I will pull a torch out, light it, toss it on her body. This death I give to Pithor.
It is good.
Sure enough, being a creature of the woods, Demetria's body burns quickly. And there, I think, is where we can leave the session for today.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.